Welcome back to the Monday edition of The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. You know, one of the things we like to talk about on Mondays, we bring in our good friend Brian Spitz over there from Big State House Deals. But today we have the good fortune of having Alison Reeves, who works with Brian over there, and sitting in for Brian, who I think was on vacation. Delighted to get you on here. Someone as busy as Brian needs that time. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. Yeah, Brian definitely deserves a vacation.
Absolutely. BigStateHomebuyers.com. Phenomenal site. Great place not only for people who are trying to find investment deals, which they have a great investment link that you want to hit that to see some potential deals, but also a great place for individuals to go to when they're dealing with distressed properties. And I want to encourage you to check that out, BigStateHomebuyers.com. You've got a guest. She's been on before. She looks familiar. Why don't you reintroduce her and tell us about our topics this morning?
Yeah, today we have Amber Carrillo from CarringtonRealEstate.com is back this morning, and she's been in the real estate business for 10 years. And so she has really seen the market go through several phases. She knows a lot about what's happening now. And when I was reading her blog a couple weeks ago, I noticed a really great post geared towards people who are wanting to sell their houses. And it deals, well, the title of it is called something along the lines of needing to market your house or 5 tips to sell your house fast. And I see a lot of posts out there on how to sell your house fast. But this post was really unique because it dealt more with modern technology and using the tools that are at our fingertips to market your own property. And so, Amber, can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. The title of the blog was, What are the 5 Keys to Faster Home Sales?
Okay.
And so, you know, it's widely known there, or it should be rather, that there are 5 keys that help you to sell your home faster. And of those, can you guess what number 1 always is?
Price.
You got it. That's right. So you want to start out when you are trying to sell your home by pricing your property well. How do you do that? You can go through different mediums, contact an educated realtor or professional that's in the business that can pull those records for you from either the MLS or from the history of the tax records. You can hire a licensed appraiser, which will cost you, $300 to $400. But if you're trying to sell on your own, that's something that's it's well worth it.
Yeah, very good, very good. So, people need to be smart. They also need to factor in how much of a profit they want to make in that. So they got to be careful in how low they price it, unless they really got to just get rid of it, and it's just a burden to hold on to. Right,
absolutely, and that's why it's so important to look at the historical data as far as what is selling in your neighborhood. And you want to stay within the last 6 months, and to be able to come to the perfect selling price for your property, and make sure that you're stepping back and you are able to disconnect from any emotional attachments that you may have to that property, and really look at it with the eye of a buyer that would be coming in wanting to get a good deal in this market.
Very good. Alison? You guys are going to have to change your names. I can't have 2 A's. It's too early for this. Anyway, go ahead, Alison. You got a question, I'm sure?
Yeah, sure. So what was the next key that, I know one of the things, we don't need to discuss all 5 keys, but one of the things that Amber really specializes in, I think she's known in her office as the techie queen, because she knows a lot about the best technology for doing these different things. So what's one of your most recommended technology resources for marketing your home?
Oh, wow. There's a wealth of technology available out on the market today. Whatever operating system you're using, you can basically do everything to market your home directly from your phone. I am an iPhone junkie. I'm just, I love the Apple systems. So there's different apps to use for photography, for video. Some of my favorites, actually, your camera just on your iPhone takes excellent photos, as you know.
Yeah.
And but there's different apps that you can use to go in and to edit those photos. One of my favorite is Snapseed. Mm-hmm. Very simple to use. You can literally go in there and click on an area and highlight it, darken it, contrast it. The biggest thing is when people are on the internet looking for their new home, what's going to attract them is, beautiful photos. So you want to highlight, the positive aspects of your property, and you want to make the colors bright, make it pop, and make it attractive to attract the eyes.
Right. And the other thing to note, I actually use Snapseed as well. And the other thing to note about that app is not only can you use it for internet quality photos, but the resolution is actually high enough to use for print as well. So if you need to print a flyer for your property, you can actually use those photos from your iPhone.
Right. And also you want to make sure that you are taking photos of your property with the best lighting conditions. And I don't know if you've heard of Light Tracker. There's an app called Light Tracker, and, it costs $4 or $5, but, if you're taking a lot of photos, it's worth it, especially for real estate professionals. And it will actually tell you can plug in the address of the property, and it will tell you the best time of day to go out and take photos.
Oh, that's great.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So, so you have to come back to take the photos then.
Yes, exactly. You want to do it before you leave.
Yeah. The next thing will be to set it up with an app where you can just leave it there all day and it will automatically take the photo when you... Yeah, that's good. So then you'll have a security app to protect the phone where it like blows up if someone steals it. So it gets complicated after a while. But there's an app for that somewhere. Yes. But that is awesome. And technology has really dramatically transformed the whole real estate process, hasn't it?
It has. And actually, NAR put out a study in January that 9 out of 10 home buyers are starting their search on the internet. So you want to make sure that you're doing all that you can to advertise your property, to get it out there, to get the most traffic possible. And I can tell you one of the ways it's kind of become the way of the world is posting videos of your property on YouTube. So there's a lot of different apps that you can use for that. One of them is called Videolicious. You can actually talk over the video that you're recording and walk the home buyer right through your house, just like you would do a personal tour. And then there's also Animoto.
Oops, watch out for the cat.
Absolutely.
Make it a little more authentic. You know what I mean?
Right, yes. And then there's also an app that I love called Animoto, which creates this beautiful slideshow, complete with background, animation, music, you name it. And then one other one that I really adore is called Pitch. And it's kind of a video and social media platform combined. And you can share your videos. You can go and like and comment and stuff on other people's videos. But the thing about that, you can also take that and you can email that out to your sellers, to potential buyers. You can post it up on YouTube and advertise it that way, and it will get a lot of hits.
Oh, that's great. I didn't know about that one.
Do you want to mention real quick, CarringtonRealEstate.com. That's CarringTon realestate.com. Our guest, Alison Reeves, and she, of course, is with BigStateHomebuyers.com, and Amber Carrillo with Carrington. Good to see you both again, and always fun to get an update of what's going on out there. I appreciate your insights.
Absolutely.
And by the way, where is that article at? Where can people find that?
It'll be on BigStateHomebuyers.com, and we're also going to link to some of the other original articles on CarringtonRealEstate.com.
Yeah, I hope you put on priceofbusiness.com.
It'll also
too.
be on the Price of Business.
That'd be awesome. All right, great spending time with both of these ladies and learning more about what's happening in the very exciting real estate front here in the Houston market. Houston does better than the rest of the country in virtually every area from a business perspective, but particularly real estate. So it's great to have people like yourselves to help us harness that and leverage that to our advantage.
Thank you. It's great being here.
All right, when we come back, we're going to have much more for you. I do want to remind you the best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. You're listening to The Price of Business.